Let me ask you personally, on an own personal level, when did you first become aware of Mother Angelica, and how did she impact you?
Well, I just completed my theological studies in Rome, and I was back in Seattle, and one of your good associates there, Art Peretti of wonderful memory, came up to me and said, "You really ought to hear this channel, and you really ought to hear, this nun, And I said, "Oh, who is this? Mother Angelica." So of course I started watching her, and what I think is so important about what she contributed, particularly in that area of prayer, is that a lot of people have difficulty just sort of praying on their own or taking out that rosary in isolation and moving through it. But when you're there, and she's maybe doing a caplet, or she's doing a rosary, or whatever it is on EWTN, people can actually follow along, and the reverence with which that rosary is being done, the way in which her faith and the faith of her community manifests itself, really helps them to maintain a prayer life, throughout their daily lives, and of course that's the key thing, is that daily connection with God, and having this group to say it with is particularly important. I think that was part of her genius. She understood that people just needed that prayer support, and the same holds true. Even though Mother wasn't saying the Mass, she was certainly trying to bring that into people's lives, into people's houses, that kind of support for prayer, for devotion, and for the liturgy. The Holy Eucharist is just really central to her, and it was part of her genius. I think it does wonders for really hundreds of people.
And people would know Art Peretti has worked for EWTN for many, many years. He's selling real estate in heaven is the way I think of Art, because he's been a great spokesman for the network over the years, especially out on the West Coast, and he's still working for us even as we speak today. So he's still out there promoting Mother Angelica and EWTN. And just want to remind people that praying with Mother Angelica, meditations on the Rosary, the Way of the Cross, and other prayers, as Father was talking a little bit about, Mother is available through the EWTNRC.com. Check that out. And of course, we also have another book, which is also available through EWTN's religious catalog. It's Finding True Happiness, Satisfying Our Restless Hearts, by the one and only Father Robert Spitzer.